Good evening. I'm Dr. Tami Sunnie and I'm here to share with you day 2 of my raw vegan diet. I must admit, today was a little tough. Let me tell you how my day went. I got up this morning, drank some water first thing to try to get my mind clear. They always say if you drink water first thing, it'll clear your mind. Then when I got dressed and got to work, I decided that I would have some almonds along with a banana and some fresh cherries and a bunch of water, okay? So the morning was going well, but today at work we were having a staff appreciation day, and they had all kinds of food. And of course I don't eat the meat, so that didn't bother me, but they had a little bit of a salad, which wasn't real fancy, but they had baked beans and corn on the cob, which I don't eat. They had cookies, which I would have eaten one if I wasn't on this raw vegan thing. And so getting through that was a little challenging, but I did do it. I decided just to have some lettuce, a couple tomatoes, and some red onions. No dressing or anything because they didn't have any homemade dressing or any raw dressing, if you will. So I got through that. There was nothing to drink as far as water. They had lemonade and sweet tea. So, I couldn't drink any of that. Got back to my office, and one of my co-workers just finished her master's. So we had 3 pies, a big gigantic cookie, and some more sweet tea and some more lemonade, which I had none of. You would have been proud of me. But I tell you, my mouth was watering for some of that fresh peach pie from Coco's. Got through all that, went back in my office, had to eat some more almonds, another banana, and also I had a nectarine. So I got home from work and I decided I needed to do some exercising. So I just got through walking 5 miles. As you can see, I got my workout clothes on. I'm not looking too hot. My hair is still like I was yesterday. I want you all to see the transformation I'm trying to make. So today what I made for myself is I cut up everything for the raw vegan diet dinner so that I could prepare myself basically it's just a vegan wrap. And so I have, and I'm going to show you in a minute, I cut up some carrots, some tomatoes, onions, lettuce, and I use romaine lettuce. You could also use kind of leafy lettuce. Don't use any kind of, don't ever eat head lettuce. I mean, it's no value or no nutrition in head lettuce, so I don't even mess with that. I cut up some avocado. I also have some cucumbers that I did not get out of the refrigerator that are from my garden, and some zucchini that I will actually add to in a minute as well. So I was trying to think, okay, what can I make for my sauce? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of layer this. I've got 3 big romaine leaves, and I'm going to layer it, and I'm going to show you in just a minute what I'm doing. And let me see how I'm going to film this so you guys can see what I'm doing here. You might not be able to see me that well, but you'll definitely be able to see what I'm doing. So I have the 3, oh, and by the way, I went to the farmer's market, and look at that. I bought a 3-pack of berries, beautiful, blackberries, raspberries, and some blueberries. Doesn't that look beautiful? So I'm going to have some of those too. I also bought some strawberries. These are all locally grown. Aren't those beautiful? So that's going to be my dessert. And they had a woman there called the Bee Ladies, and she was selling locally grown and completely raw honey. This is completely raw. I bought the darker one because she said the darker one has a lot more nutrients in it and stuff. I tasted it. I loved it. So when I'm eating my raw peanut butter or my raw almond butter, I can put a little bit of this in it because the raw is doesn't have any flavor to it. But this is raw sugar in a sense, with the honey. It's not sugar, it's honey. But I like to have sometimes just a little bit of sweet, and in my tea even. So when I'm making tea, I can at least sweeten it up a little bit. So I was excited about that too, and I got that at the farmer's market. It's the Bee Ladies. They sell the local honey. All right, so what I'm going to do, just so you know, oh, and so for my sauce, I decided to kind of make this cilantro, olive oil. Might not look that good to you guys. And I put a bunch of lime juice in it, and I put in, I love this the Bragg's All Natural Liquid Aminos, because this gives you all the aminos that you need, or not all of them, but quite a few. So I poured some of this in there. I don't measure, I just kind of put in there to measure the taste, if you will, some olive oil, the cilantro, the lime juice. I put some, for some kick, I put some cayenne pepper, just a pinch of that, and some sea salt and a pinch of fresh ground pepper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start with layering with my avocado. My avocado is really like the meat for me. You know, for those of you who say you can't live without meat, you can. So I'm going to start kind of layering my, let me get a plate. Hold on one sec. I should have had a plate ahead of me. Hold on. Alright, so thank you for waiting for me to come back. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I think it looks real pretty like a little fan. So I took like a little fan with the leaves. And I'm going to put all this avocado. This is actually one avocado. And I kind of just cut it and then kind of mash it. It's soft enough that I don't have to mash it all the way. It'll, you know, mash when I chew it. So you don't have to do a whole lot of extra mashing is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to kind of pour this on top. You can make it a couple ways. You could actually roll this if you want it, but I'm actually going to eat it more like a open-faced sandwich. And spreading it. And remember with avocado, if you don't put lime juice on it or something on it, it's going to be brown in the morning. So this isn't something you can really make up ahead of time. When I do make my avocado up ahead, what I do is I put the actual seed back inside my avocado, because if you put the seed back in your mixture, once you mash up your avocado, it will last a lot longer. Isn't that beautiful? One thing I love about this vegan diet is how colorful. You know you're getting all the colors and all the great foods that you need, because if your food is a brown diet, your plate looks brown all the time, and there's no color on it, it's just white rice and brown meat and gravy and all that, you're not getting everything you need. So I'm going to just take some of these. Actually, I'm going to use all of this, believe it or not. So I'm trying to be very PC on TV, but it's a lot of veggies and I'm starving. So I've got, just so you know, I got all these things from the local farmer's market. It was some tomatoes, some carrots, green onions, and of course the avocado I bought from the grocery store. I had already gotten it. So I'm going to put all this on top. Now if you're making it as like a burrito, you're not going to be able to fit all this in there. Alright, and so pretty much that's all I'm putting on there. The avocado and all my veggies on top. And then I'm going to top it with this cilantro kind of, it's like my dressing, if you will. It's very low fat. Again, it's olive oil. The amino acids by Bragg's, which I think everyone should have in their refrigerator. Some cayenne pepper, a pinch of sea salt, and a pinch of fresh ground pepper. And then I'm just going to pour all this on top. And that way it can kind of soak in and give it a little bit more flavor. And if you want, you could actually, some people don't like cilantro, so instead of using cilantro, if you don't like cilantro, I just say don't put it in there is what I'm trying to basically say. You could probably do it just fine. Some people like to put some more pepper and salt on top. I think this actual Bragg's has a lot of seasoning in it for me, so it makes it salty enough. And that is what it looks like. I don't know if you all think that looks beautiful or not, but it's like an open-faced sandwich. You could roll it. I decided not to roll it today. My leaves weren't working for me very well, but this is very healthy, very low fat, and avocado is kind of my meat, if you will, that's going to give me the substance that I need. The other thing that I don't have any right now, but if I had some more flaxseed, I would sprinkle some flaxseed on top. That's very healthy. You're going to get your omega-3, 6, and 9 with the flaxseed. I'm going to rinse off my wonderful and beautiful berries, and once I rinse those off, I'm going to put a few of those on my plate as well for dessert. And that's pretty much it. So I feel pretty good. I did not overeat. I was able to, sorry you guys, my filming is not doing well today. I was able to not be tempted, and I think it's important that we go to events so that we can figure out how we can get through them. That's when the real test comes for me. If I'm strong enough to not have that piece of pie, if I'm strong enough to put healthy things on my plate when there's other choices. You know, you can't avoid the events at work. You can't avoid the events in your family or with friends. So I really encourage you to just already have a plan when you get there and tell yourself you're going to be good, you're not going to have this, you're not going to have that. Now, had I not been on my 30-day vegan diet, I probably would have had a small slice of pie. I'm not going to even try to sit here and say I wouldn't have had any, but I wouldn't have had a large piece. I'm going to eat this, clean my kitchen up, go take a shower, and relax. So, I did day 2. I had some challenges, but I'll tell you, you just got to work through them. I bought another bottle of water for my nightstand at night, so through the night, anytime I work out, I always try to drink water throughout the night. I lost 1 pound, by the way. I went from 159 and I'm at 158. And I'm not trying to lose a pound every day. I'm trying to lose, if I lose a half a pound a day, I'll be happy. Because I have 30 days to lose this 10 pounds. So really, you don't want to lose more than 2 to 3 pounds a week when you're losing weight. That's when you're going to know that it's going to stay off and it'll last. Otherwise, if you lose 10 pounds in a week, I guarantee you probably put that back on as well as additional weight. So I want you to be encouraged, get out, get moving. What I always tell you, to be healthy and heal thyself, okay? Because it's all about healing ourselves. I believe that everything that we have on this earth is all the roots, all the herbs, all the things that we already have at our disposal will help heal our bodies. If we take care of ourselves now and be proactive in our health, we will have less health care problems down the line. I encourage you to continue on your journey no matter what it is. And I feel great so far. I'm transforming. I'm wanting you to see me. Look at these lumps right here I'm trying to get rid of. So maybe in 30 days I can get rid of that. You know, I didn't have it a year ago and I started slowly putting on weight. So I need to get this off. And I hope that me being honest about who I am and me showing you the real me in the raw will encourage you to do the same. You will have your challenges, but you can do it too. Enjoy the journey and have a good evening. I love you. Bye.